What if I told you that the way you spend the first hour of your day determines everything else? Your focus, your mood, your confidence, your productivity, even the quality of your relationships. Think about it. Most people wake up rushed, reactive, already feeling behind. And then they wonder why the rest of the day feels out of control. But here's the truth. When you master your morning, you take back control, not just of your schedule, but of your entire life. That's what the 5 a.m. Club is all about. This book shows you exactly how to build a morning routine so powerful, it becomes the foundation for your highest performance and deepest peace. So stay with me until the end, because once you understand the system Sharma lays out, especially the 20/20/20 formula, you'll realize that your mornings are the most powerful tool you've been sleeping on. Literally. This isn't just about waking up early, it's about waking up to your potential. Robin Sharma is no stranger to the personal growth world. He's a leadership expert, best-selling author, and advisor to elite performers in business, sports, and entertainment. But what makes his work stand out is that he doesn't just teach strategies, he teaches identity. The 5 a.m. Club is the result of years working behind the scenes with CEOs, entrepreneurs, and changemakers. It's not theory. It's a lifestyle he's seen change lives from the inside out. He wrote this book using a storytelling format, a fable that follows a struggling entrepreneur and a burned-out artist who meet a wildly successful, eccentric billionaire. Through their journey, we learn how early rising, deep focus, and consistent personal mastery can create breakthroughs in every area of life. It's practical, it's inspiring, and it challenges you to stop playing small. Part 1. Context and core idea of the book. The core message of the 5 a.m. Club is this. How you start your day determines how you live your life. It's not about being a morning person. It's about owning your mornings so you can own your life. Robin Sharma argues that most people wake up and immediately go into reaction mode, checking emails, scrolling social media, rushing into work with no real intention. And that sets the tone for the entire day. Chaotic, distracted, and unaligned. What the 5 a.m. Club proposes is the opposite. It's a system that helps you start your day with calm, control, clarity, and focus, before the world even wakes up. Sharma calls this the victory hour, and it happens from 5 to 6 a.m. During this sacred hour, you're not reacting to the world, you're creating your world. You're setting your mindset, priming your body, and feeding your soul, so that by the time the rest of the world is just waking up, you've already won the morning. To make it easy and actionable, he created what's now called the 20/20/20 formula, a structure that splits the first hour of the day into 3 simple blocks. Move, reflect, and grow. And we'll dive into each one in the next section. But the point is this, your mornings are a blank canvas. And if you don't take charge of them, someone else will. The 5 a.m. Club is about reclaiming that space, for yourself, your goals, and your growth. Part 2. Essential lessons from the book. The first major lesson in the 5 a.m. Club is the 20/20/20 formula. This is the foundation of the whole system, and it's what turns early rising into a life-changing habit. Here's how it works. The first hour of your day, from 5 to 6 a.m., is broken into 3 20-minute blocks. Each block is designed to target a different part of you, your body, your mind, and your spirit. When you combine all 3, you start your day in a peak state. The first 20 minutes are for movement. And yes, that means working up a sweat. Sharma explains that exercising early in the morning floods your brain with dopamine and serotonin, reduces cortisol, and activates your prefrontal cortex. In short, it wakes you up, boosts your mood, sharpens your thinking, and makes you feel alive. And because most people hit snooze and stumble out of bed feeling groggy, just moving your body at 5 a.m. already puts you miles ahead of the average person. It's not about doing a full gym session, just enough to get your heart rate up and your system firing. The second 20 minutes are for reflection. This is where you get quiet. Sharma recommends journaling, meditating, praying, or simply sitting in stillness. The idea is to process your thoughts, connect with your values, and set your intentions for the day. Most people don't take even 5 minutes to check in with themselves. But in this space, you can ask, what matters today? Who do I want to be? What am I grateful for? What am I avoiding? These are the kinds of questions that create alignment. And alignment is where real power comes from. The final 20 minutes are for growth. This is when you feed your mind. You might read a book, listen to a podcast, study a new skill, anything that stretches your thinking and builds your knowledge base. Sharma emphasizes that success belongs to the learners. In a world where most people are consuming noise, choosing to start your day by consuming wisdom sets you apart. It's a reminder that if you want to live a world-class life, you need to think like a world-class person, and that requires daily learning. Now, here's what's interesting. Sharma doesn't just throw this routine at you and say, just do it. He backs it up with neuroscience and behavioral psychology. One of the concepts he introduces is the 4 interior empires. Most self-help talks about mindset. But Sharma says mindset is only 25% of the equation. The other empires are heart set, your emotional well-being, health set, your physical health, and soul set, your spiritual connection and purpose. The 5AM Club is designed to develop all 4, because real success isn't just about thinking better. It's about feeling better, living better, and connecting deeper. A key insight here is that most people focus too much on fixing their outer world. More money, more success, more productivity, without ever working on the inner world that drives everything. The victory hour is not about being busy. It's about becoming. It's about carving out a sacred space every morning to build the kind of person you want to bring into the rest of your day. Because when your inner world is strong, your outer world starts to follow. Another powerful lesson is about the 66-day rule. Sharma explains that science shows it takes about 66 days to install a new habit to the point where it becomes automatic. He divides this into 3 stages: destruction, installation, and integration. The first few weeks are tough. You're breaking old patterns and it feels uncomfortable. That's the destruction phase. Then comes installation, where you're building the new habit, but it still takes effort. Finally, in integration, it becomes part of who you are. Most people quit during the discomfort of phase 1, but if you push through those first 66 days, the habit sticks, and it changes your life. He uses the metaphor of a jet taking off. It burns the most fuel during takeoff. That's the hardest part. But once it reaches cruising altitude, the effort drops and the journey smooths out. Same with your habits. That first month of waking up at 5 a.m. will feel brutal. But if you trust the process, your mind and body will adapt, and eventually it'll feel like second nature. And one more lesson that's crucial. Solitude is a performance enhancer. Live in a world of noise, urgency, and distraction. Most people never spend time alone with their thoughts. But Sharma shows that some of the most iconic performers, creatives, and leaders in history made space for silence. Why? Because stillness gives birth to clarity. And clarity leads to decisiveness, creativity, and powerful choices. The 5 a.m. hour isn't just about hustle. It's about tuning in before the world tunes you out. In the story told throughout the book, the billionaire mentor constantly reminds the 2 main characters: all change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. And that's exactly what happens with this routine. It starts rough. You question everything. You want to quit. But if you stick with it, something shifts, not just in your schedule, but in your identity. You stop being someone who reacts to life and become someone who creates it. Part 3. How to apply these ideas in real life. So now that you understand the power behind this idea, how do you actually make it happen? How do you go from snoozing your alarm every morning to waking up at 5 a.m., moving with intention, reflecting in silence, and feeding your mind with wisdom, without quitting after day 3? The first thing Robin Sharma emphasizes is this: start small, but stay consistent. You don't have to jump straight into waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow if your current wake-up time is 8 o'clock or later. Begin by waking up 15 minutes earlier each week until you ease your body and mind into the new rhythm. It's not about perfection. It's about momentum. Small daily victories stack up into massive transformation over time. Once you've carved out that extra hour, protect it like your life depends on it. Because in a way, it kind of does. That first hour shapes your mindset, energy, and emotional state for the rest of the day. Use the 20/20/20 formula as your blueprint. And move for 20 minutes. Jump rope, stretch, go for a jog, dance to your favorite song. Get your blood flowing. And reflect for 20 minutes. Journal about what you're feeling, what you're grateful for, and who you want to be that day. Grow for 20 minutes. Read a few pages of a great book, watch a short TED Talk, listen to a podcast that inspires you. You can adjust the tools, but don't skip the structure. Movement wakes up your body. Reflection clears your mind. Learning upgrades your perspective. When you hit all three, you're not just starting the day. You're stepping into a version of yourself that's focused, grounded, and prepared. Another tip from the book: track your progress. Not to beat yourself up when you miss a day, but to build momentum. Sharma suggests creating a habit installation tracker for your 66-day commitment. Every day you complete your morning routine, you check it off. The visual reinforcement helps build discipline and gives your subconscious proof that you're becoming someone new. Also, don't underestimate the power of environment. If your bedroom is full of distractions, your phone, social media, noise, it's going to be 10 times harder to stay committed. Set your clothes out the night before. Keep your phone away from your bed. Prepare your journal or your book. Set your environment up so that when 5 a.m. hits, you've already won half the battle. And here's something most people forget: go to bed earlier. It sounds obvious, but if you're going to wake up at 5 a.m. consistently, you need to respect your sleep. You don't have to sacrifice your health to be productive. In fact, Sharma talks a lot about rest as part of mastery. Getting 7 to 8 hours of high-quality sleep is part of what fuels you to show up fully in the morning. So turn off Netflix a little earlier. Close your laptop. Guard your evenings so you can own your mornings. Conclusion: here's the truth. You don't need to be a morning person to change your life. You just need to make a decision. A decision to stop waking up reactive, distracted, and behind. A decision to stop letting your mornings slip through your fingers. A decision to show up for yourself before the world starts pulling at you. That's what the 5 a.m. Club is really about. It's not just about productivity. It's about identity. It's about becoming someone who leads themselves, who honors their time, who values their peace. Because when you win your morning, you start stacking small wins that ripple into every other area of your life. Your energy changes. Your focus sharpens. Your confidence grows. And little by little, you stop living by default and start living by design. So now I want to hear from you. What part of this message hit the hardest? Was it the 20/20/20 method? The 66-day habit formula? The power of owning the first hour of your day? Drop a comment below and let me know where you're starting. And if this inspired you in any way, hit that like button, share it with someone who's ready for a change, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because this isn't just a video, it's a challenge. A challenge to stop waiting for motivation and instead create discipline. A challenge to wake up for your life. Literally. The world doesn't need more busy people. It needs more intentional ones. People who move with purpose. People like you. If this inspired you, consider grabbing the Through My Amazon affiliate link in the description and pinned comment and dive even deeper. Check out the final screens for more compact wisdom. See you next time.